Hi, everyone. It's Bob Perkins with AA-ISP's Inside Sales Studio, bringing you the Monday Morning Sales Minute. It's great to have Steve back again this week. A week ago, you shared some great ideas for account managers. Well, this week, I want to tap into your expertise, Steve, around this newer sales model that's being talked about called account-based selling and account-based marketing. So I know you're going to speak on it at the summit in just a couple of weeks. I look forward to that, but share some ideas, maybe a couple tips or takeaways for the viewers.
Sure. So let's talk about account-based sales development, which is interesting because it straddles account-based marketing and account-based selling.
Yeah.
Okay, and broadly speaking, what that's saying is we're going to go after a list of target accounts, and we're going to get really specific on how we're going to go about getting into those accounts rather than doing even a customized email for that account. Instead, we're going to be thinking strategically about what communication channel are we going to leverage? What sorts of social connections are we going to leverage to get into that organization? What would the which are the entry points inside of those organizations, and in many cases, multiple entry points inside of the organization. So we're going to do this fun thing there at Leadership Summit, all about just like the board game Clue. You know the board game Clue, where it's like it was Professor Plum with the wrench in the conservatory. Similarly, what we're going to say is, hey, look, you're a sales leader. How do people get to you? What's the best approach? Is it voicemail? Is it email? Is it social media? Is it a text message? Is it through an introduction from your investor, an introduction from a C-level executive, an introduction from a junior person? So we're going to start to triangulate what's the combination of factors that will make it very hard for one of your most wanted prospects to say no to an appointment.
Right. That's really good. Those viewers going to the summit, I'm sure they're going to want to sit through your session on that. That's fantastic. You know, it reminds me of the days of like the Miller-Hyman Blue Sheet, right, where we would map out an account and who do we know, how do we know them, where do we go, how do we get our foot in the door type of thing. And it's kind of coming around full circle, but in today's digital, virtual, inside selling world, we're adapting that. Any final thoughts?
Bob, hold on, Bob. Can I say something on that? That's important.
Please do.
The Miller-Hyman Blue Sheet was the chessboard of the deal, and the only reason you had that chessboard is because you were talking to so many people and you had the information. Because of the prevalence of information now, because of social networks and all the information we have online, we can do the same thing for an organization that we don't know anything about up until the point directly from them, just stuff that we can gather.
And a lot quicker and more thorough. That's fantastic. We look forward to hearing more at the Leadership Summit in a couple of weeks. Steve, thanks again. Thanks for sharing your expertise. For those viewers that I'm sure many of you know Steve, but for those that don't, Steve is the Chief Revenue Officer of ExecVison, a fantastic, just a great tool to help with recording and coaching. So Steve, we'll see you in Chicago, buddy.
See you in Chicago, Bob.
All right. This is Bob Perkins and Steve Richard signing off from AA-ISP's Monday Morning Sales Minute. Have a great week.